What's up, everybody? Gio here with Main Phase TV. We are here with our first place box winner tournament. What did you play? What did you place? And what's your name?
Hello, my name is Carlos Garcia, and I played MathMech.
Let's go.
I went 4-0. Pretty hard fought in the last two against yours truly
appreciate it.
and Zephyra Tellarknight. Yeah, weird deck to go against.
All right, so let's go to get into it. Start with the main deck.
And so starting off, simple. We got MathMech Circular, the 1-of.
Okay.
Sends the 1-of Sigma.
Okay.
Simple Circular send Sigma, and then overlay. We got 2 diameter, very good. Gives the negate, the omni negate, when it special summons, or when it's used as XYZ for MathMech.
Did you bump it up to 2, or is that normally how?
The usual ratio is 2 because you do want to see it in your hands as well as you want to search it.
Okay.
So it is a good, just in hands.
Gotcha.
Running 2 addition and 2 subtraction.
Nice.
Some people like 1, some people like 2. I'm going with 2 just to see more names of MathMechs to get the super fact online. And also, it's just free extension. It's a special summon for free. And then I'm playing 1 Nebula. So the reason I play Nebula is because whenever I'm doing the firewall combo, which I'll get to later, it's a lot of hoops to get to 3 names when I could just go get circular, send Nebula, use the alumbration effect, get Nebula, get diameter to get the 3 names in rotation as well as the diameter negate. It just helps with that. It is a brick in deck. You hate to see it if you draw it, but sometimes you can still make it work.
Gotcha. Nice.
Right? And then the 1 equation, 1 super fact. Super fact, the whole reason you're playing MathMech.
Oh, let's fucking
can get
I'm sorry.
Can get the Laplacian and get a +4 off of it. Super good. And then equation, if you have the super fact in hand or you're going second, just a special summon. It's good. Right?
Congratulations.
Get all the MathMech stuff. And then we have the other 1 card combo, the firewall, the 3 of Firewall Defensor and the 1 Guardian. Truth be told, I was playing 2 Firewall Guardian because I drew it too much in my deck. I took it out to go down to 40. Worked out. Did not draw Guardian all this tournament. Perfect.
It's pretty much everything like tournament.
Nope. Also, no Phantom. I don't like the discard. I don't like that it can't be normal summons. Not worth it. All right. The 3 parallel. Broken card for Cybers. It's a no-brainer to play. And then playing the 1-of Dotscaper. So the reason I play Dotscaper is I only play 1 Alumbration and 1 Laplacian, and for the Terahertz OTK combo, I don't have another Earth because I'm also not playing Link Spider. So I need an Earth. I need a level 1 to also do small world bridges off of that isn't parallel exceed. And this is just, it's also a 1 card normal summon can get Terahertz on its own. It's not a brick, it's still good. And then for the searchers, 3 of Small World, 3 of Sign Up Mining. Consistency, really, that's all it is. We have the Archfiend Eccentric and the Kaiju. So Small World bridges, and also have their own place in certain matchups. You need a Kaiju, a Riot's Heart, you need a Kaiju something, or you need a pop, anti-spell, dimension, or not dimension, just skill drain, anything.
Gotcha.
And Small World gets you through a variety of bridges. You can get circular easier with these cards in your deck.
Nice.
And then for hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, a Called By, and 3 Imperm.
Nips, I'm hella familiar with it. How many times did you get nipped today? Total.
Once by you.
Once?
Yes.
Oh damn. Okay. All right. All right.
Just 7 for
The draw, I never drew draw this tournament. Ash, plenty of times, did not draw the Carl Bly, and Nib saved my ass this whole tournament. Got it off. All 3 games on you.
Yep.
I got it in my last match to clear board. It's just very good, and I'm glad I switched out my ghost spells.
Nice. Good stuff.
Right?
Like that sneak this with the news, bro. I appreciate it though. Taught me a lot.
And then on to what now? The extra deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Extra deck.
On to extra deck. So we have the 1 Alumbration, 1 Laplation. I'm not playing 2 Alumbration because 1 circular is at 1, so any follow up you would get is not as good as circular when you could just link climb. You're basically going through hoops to get to use your second Alumbration when it's not really needed. You don't clear any, you don't force any negates going into your second Alumbration. You just put yourself in a chokehold more than you should have. And then Laplation, MVP, up to +4. It sends one on field, Speller Trap, and in hand, and gets around any most negation or like protection. It also does not destroy for the Unchained matchup.
Definitely helps out.
Yes. And then we have Aggregator and the Save Worm. These are what we're sending with Terahertz. The Save Worm, Speller Trap Negate while you control Link 4. It's super good. Can helps you go around evenly. Helps you go around Lightning Storm. Any board breakers just stops it. Any searchers and Aggregator. Truth be told, I was going to cut this. I didn't have time to find a second Splash Mage, but it did come up this tournament, so I'm glad I kept it. It's a negate, but it's on the end of the chain, so it's not as good as you would think. Stuff like Junk Speeder or anything that does on summon, you can't negate it. So very specific cards that you can negate with this card. So it's not as versatile as it may seem at first. On to the next. For the Link ones, Almirage, Link Decoder, and Link Rebo. Almirage is for when you have so many hand traps and you have a Cyber's Body, you can normal summon a hand trap and bring out your Cyber's Body and start Link climbing anyways. Super good. Link Decoder. This helps you get into your end board. It brings itself back. It's just a +1. Super good. Very good support that's come out. And Link Rebo. Sometimes the trap effect comes up. Sometimes it doesn't. It's worth it to go Link Rebo first because Link Decoder won't go off if you're Link climbing. So you go into Link Decoder later. We have Splash Mage, Update Jammer, and G Golem Crystal Heart. So Splash Mage, I wish I had the second. I have not found one, but one works just as well. The usual thing you want to go into for Link 2 to start climbing. Update Jammer helps you OTK with access code. You go Splash Mage, Update Jammer, go into access code, that's game. That's AK. And then G Golem Crystal Heart helps you OTK with Terahertz, helps you brings back transcode. It's just a better Splash Mage, but very specific. Definitely an MVP too.
Yeah, I definitely saw that like twice
Then
when we played, right?
Yes.
Then
Then Link 3s, we have Transcode Talker and Heat Soul. Transcode, best Link climbing tool, brings back Splash Mage, brings back anything. And then Heat Soul. I never went into it. I went into it once just to get one card, and then I linked it off. It's the card this is the board you want to make for when you get ashed into impermed into draw. Like when you have nothing else, you can always just go into Heat Soul, draw 2 cards, hope you have the hand traps to hit back. Did not use it much this tournament, but still good. And then for our boss monsters, we have Access Code. I don't need to explain this card. It's good. It does everything it needs to do. But for when Access Code can't, there's Terahertz. Terahertz can Foolish any monster from deck or extra deck, can send the Aggregator and a Save Worm for turn 1 plays. And for turn 2, you can link it under Crystal Heart. it gets 250 attack, and it goes up by another 600. And Crystal Heart lets you pierce and attack twice. Another way to OTK, very easy to do, and can get around certain cards like any defense position monsters, anything. You just pierce through it. Doesn't matter.
I think this came up to like what 8,000 at one point,
Yes,
right?
if you have it on turn 1, it goes up to 8k. Really hard to beat over, really hard to get rid of, and you can't imperm it because you send the Disave Worm as on your turn. So if you negate this, it doesn't matter as much because you already have the stuff in the graveyard. Hard to interact with, very good boss monster, what you usually want to end on. And then the last card is Singularity. Singularity, a lot of people think it's win more. I like it because it lets you play through Droll. You can make boards with Singularity, Terahertz, and not worry about the super fact. Singularity lets you bounce up to the amount of different non-link Cypress monsters in your graveyard. So usually one, could be two. Usually it's just the Alamurtian engrave because you usually already use the Disave Worm by then. But a bounce one is good. Uh, it's a link 6, but it's easy to climb with because you make this first. If something is pointed to is sent to the graveyard, then you can special summon any monster. So you usually bring back Transcode. That's a free link 3, and then you keep climbing. You go into 5 Terahertz. This board is made with a circular or defensor plus an extender. Really easy to get into. The only downside is you do use most of your extra deck. That's why I do want the second Splash Mage. You have to follow up if you do get board broken. That is the downside.
Good stuff. Now
And that's for the extra deck.
and then now the side deck, the sauce.
On to the side, yep. So for this week, I put in Ghost Ogre. This slot was for Ghost Bell, but I have not seen Bestials. I have not seen anything that wants to stop me besides the one called by. But it's a one of, so it's like, okay, if you get called by, you get called by. And so, honestly, this is a flex spot. I could switch it out for anything more. The sideboard definitely needs tuning. We have 3 Artifact Lancia. I'm still scared of D-Shifter. D-Shifter is a busted card. You pull D-Shifter on this deck and you lose. This is to stop cash or any deck that wants to do it. We have 2 Lava Golem. This used to be 2 other light kaijus, but I'm tinkering with this. Did not come up in the tournament, but my theory is against Pearly, usually they end on 2 monsters, and so Lava Golem takes care of both, and it just gets rid of 2 instead of 1. The only problem is it does take up your normal summon, so your combos will have to be a little less unless you just have the nuts extenders. And then we have the One Link Spider. Nib protection, that's all it is. Lets you play through Nib, but I put it in the side because if I get hit by Nib game 1, I get hit. It happens. Like it happened to me.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Most definitely.
And then we have 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Heartbeat. Didn't really come up, didn't feel the need to, wasn't no lab, no Pearly, like really nothing to like be worried about too much.
Gotcha.
And then 3 anti-spell.
Nice. How many times did you cite it in?
3 times? No, 2 times. It beats a lot of decks, a lot of spell. It's very spell focused, so it just blanks them. I get to use my spells like Small World and Sign Up Mining. They can't. They suffer. Pearly, the Constellar player I went against, it was all spells, so it's like might as well, and he couldn't play.
Gotcha. Good stuff, man. Well, again, congratulations on your first place undefeated win. Did you have any shout outs last minute?
I'd like to shout out the MathMech Discord for teaching me the Terahertz Crystal Heart OTK.
Let's go.
If not, I would have lost a few games, or not OTK'd immediately, and it would have been more variance. But with this, I can OTK without even going access code.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and again, congratulations, brother, on your win.
Thank you.